Just call it what it is it's a fucking Dookie Boy round. Fucking 5,000% of fucking Dookie Boy round. God damn, what do you need to see to fucking wake up? Does the shit paddle have to slap you right in your fucking face for you to snap out of your stupidity? Hello, my friends. It's the day after the little Dookie Boy fucking holiday. Santa Claus dropped off all his little fucking materialistic gifts to all the little boys playing pretend. Little boys and girls wishing for a gift. Bro, why would you give credit to some fucking fat white dude in fucking the North Pole? Especially if you were like a poor family and you were struggling. Like it was a stretch to get my mom to rent a game. You know what I'm saying? A $5 rent from Blockbuster. You know what I'm saying? Like begged for that. And that was a stretch. But then you're going to give all the credit you saved up a few $100 for Christmas, whatever, bought some presents. You give all the credit to this fat white dude we ain't never met. And every time we go to the mall, every year, he's a different guy with a different beard. It's like, man, this dude fucking is Santa Claus is a shapeshifter. Well, I don't know why I'm talking. Who cares? Oh, yeah, because Christmas was yesterday. Didn't even celebrate it. This is actually the first Christmas where we didn't celebrate Christmas. And I'm glad. I just don't care. I don't even know what I'm celebrating. Like, I have no personal attachment to these things. Somebody's going to say, oh, it's a Christian holiday. Some people are going to say, no, it's a pagan holiday. Some people are going to say, oh, Santa's got Satan in his name. Some people are going to say, and there's always going to be some people that are going to say, there's 10 different things they're going to say about every single subject. So it's just a chaotic reality where nobody knows what's going on. Everybody thinks they've got it figured out. Everybody's mind is a jumbled mess, kind of like the Big Bang really did happen, but it was consciousness that exploded out of nothing, and we're all a bunch of little fucking stupid boy retards trying to figure out what the fuck is going on here. But I don't know. And everybody thinks they know what they're talking about to the point that they'll attack others for not agreeing with them. It's like, bitch, shut your bitch ass up. You don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Shut the fuck up. But that's humans. They not only do they got it all figured out, they attack a bunch of other people that don't got it figured out for also not having it figured out. It's just a chaotic mess of ideas, not very much that's solidified or provable. There are certain things I can say that you can't deny. Like I can argue the hell realm and tell you how it's a hell realm and blah, blah, blah. I'm sort of sick of it. Like it's obvious now. It doesn't matter. I don't need to say it anymore. I don't know who dictates the imaginary person in my brain that I talk to, but I'm always talking to an imaginary person, even when I'm making videos. I have these assumptions about the level they're at, what they need to hear, and I don't even know who this imaginary person is. But I'm still preaching to an old, I could have stopped saying this years ago. There's no need for me to get on camera and talk about this being a hell realm. Again, other than the helping reasons, like it helps people to have a YouTuber making videos they can relate to. Other than that, I'm running in circles, whirlwinds of nowhereness, and that's all this reality is. It's a bunch of dumb motherfuckers pretending to be smart, and some of them are smart, but even the smartest version of a meat monkey is still a stupid fucking meat monkey, and that doesn't know shit, and then has all these weird traits like ego and blah, blah, that convinces it that it is the one that knows and everybody else is right. It's just like, I'm so sick of playing the human game, the low-level consciousness game. It's just such a joke, like the whole human thing, how it's programmable. It's like literally a machine you program. I mean, human behavior is predictable. That alone tells you that we're like a machine or something. We're just, statistics exist for a reason. Like when they say in psychology, like, a child that dealt with this might have this outcome because 90% of the people that dealt with this have this outcome. It's like a very high percentage. So human behavior is predictable. Human behavior being statistics, being a statistic right there proves we're sort of a programmable machine. Culture proves that. I mean, again, you don't just have a kid raised up, let's say in a black family, come out of his bedroom with a yarmulke on going, I'm Jewish, I'm not black, I'm Jewish. Or, well, actually nowadays I guess you do have that, but you know what I'm saying? Like, he's going to take on probably the religion, the beliefs, the the way of talking, the way of being of his surroundings. Do you think that every single hood dude just acts that way, that exact sort of scripted hood dude way? They didn't make that. That was a character created by their environment. They wouldn't all behave almost exactly the same. You know what I'm saying? It's like a scripted. Everybody's a script. Everybody runs their scripts, and that's the way it's always going to be. There's nothing I'm going to say that's going to change your script. There's nothing you're going to say that's going to change my script. We are scripted. And you could say, well, no, that's not true, Chris. You're willing to ponder thoughts and change your perspective. And that's true. But that's because I'm scripted to be who I am. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like we're all scripted. Our history made up our character. We play our character out for the rest of our lives. That's why I always say that 0 to 7 age range, we're literally a hard drive that you're writing the code for in those ages, because we're going to stay that way forever. Because we are a programmable robot. So then you want to, and if you come to realize, oh, humans are all programmed, the truth is I can't change anybody. Like, I actually used to believe that getting on and making YouTube videos, that I was doing something good. Like I was saving souls. I was helping people realize this is a hell realm. I was waking people up. I was, and the truth is I was never doing any of that. If they woke up the way they woke up. And if they were watching my videos, it's because they were already awake. And if there was some random, I guess you could say NPC type thinking non-conscious human that watched my video out of nowhere and did wake up, that could happen, but very, very rare. Very fucking rare. I may have actually woken up maybe one person in my whole life, maybe two. It just doesn't happen. You have the people that agree with you and the people that think you're fucking crazy, the people that you look at as fucking crazy. And it's just, again, a clusterfuck of agreements and disagreements. And that's all reality is. It's constant drama, chaos, and stupid shit because of agreements and disagreements. That's all this whole existence. I agree with this. I don't agree with that. I'm okay with this. I'm not okay with that. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are you to even judge anything? You're okay with it? Like, you're in a reality created by a demonic god that don't give a fuck about you, feeds off your suffering, or puts you in a realm where you're going to suffer regardless of what you want and die at the end of the day. Like, you're just, the things, people really don't have their priorities straight from my perspective in reality. First off, the things that people take serious or the things that people do worry about is bizarre to me. It's like, but then you'll worry about these silly little stupid life things, but you won't have a deep thought in your mind ever? You won't have a deep thought in your mind ever? There are some people in this reality, bro, if you eliminate 2 or 3 subjects from their vocabulary, they'll sit there and they'll shut the fuck up. Like if you were to sit there and say, okay, you can't talk about anything negative, you can't talk about food, you can't talk about like 1, 2, maybe 3 subjects if they're a complicated person. But if you remove those 3 subjects, they'll sit there quiet till the end of eternity. Just people are retarded. They stick to scripts and argue with you to remain in their script. Like they don't, very few people are open-minded. And even if they are, they're scripted to be open-minded. So that's who they are. That's who they are. It's ingrained in them. It's ingrained in they like almost like they had no say. It's like they're pre-programmed random traits. They just came in that way. And if it's all RNG random number generator, you come in with a level 8 charisma and a level 1 strength and a level 3 agility. Like we're random creatures popped into a fucking environment that doesn't seem to have a history when you look into it or try to look into it, which is weird. Like we evolved from apes and we only really have like a few hundred years of actual observed written down history. That's a little weird. Like that's a little weird. We would have hundreds and thousands of years of written history to get to this point if we evolved from monkeys. It wasn't just like, what, switch one day, oh, now we're this conscious, start writing shit down, we'll call it history. But we're in a realm where if you try to look into history, it's all lies, deception, bullshit. You've been lied to about everything. Okay, so there's no actual history in the reality. Nobody knows what the fuck is going on. There's 10,000 different opinions. And you can spend a lifetime in each one of these opinions, studying, reading books. It's like we're just these little stupid minnow souls that get distracted by whatever we get distracted by while we're in this little stupid realm for an eternity. Oh, I'll study this book, the Holy Bible. I'll read this every day, and I'll go to this building on Sunday, and I'll do whatever people do. We put down the mat in my religion, and we kneel, and we do 1,000 kneels. And why? What are you doing? Like, don't you like if me and a group of my friends walked in and we were all in robes playing the roles of wizards, and wouldn't you guys look at us like we were crazy? Wouldn't you guys go, why are you guys acting like wizards? Why'd you guys come in here with big, white beards on and robes and fucking staffs and casting spells with your hands and stuff? It's like, dude, you're doing the same thing. You're RPing too. You're just getting down on that mat because some other motherfucker told you to, and that's what he said. That's just what we do in this religion. It's like, so every belief or religion I could get into is just some other dude's belief or religion. That's all it is. It's somebody else's little life path, somebody else's little silly belief, somebody else, because everybody's in their own world. It's like we almost all agreed to live in this one world together. I don't understand what's going on in reality. And all I want to know is what's going on in reality. So I'm stuck in a constant conflicted state because that's the way it works. When we seek something and we don't have it, we stay conflicted until we get it. So, and even when I come to terms like, dude, there's no such thing as a truth. Dude, let it go. Dude, put the flag down. Dude, it's over. Dude, give it up. My brain's still pre-programmed to need to find it. Even though I personally believe it doesn't exist. I don't think there is a such thing as the truth. If there is a truth to what our realm is, we're never going to find out about it. If there is a truth to what happens after we die, we're never going to find out about it. I mean, until we fucking die. If there is a truth, and this list goes on forever and ever. Is there a truth to what happened to JFK? You're never going to find out about. Is there a truth to what happened to the Twin Towers? You're never going to find out about. Is there a truth to weather modification? You're never going to find out about. Is there a truth to CERN fucking up realities or timelines? You're never going to find out about it. That's all it is. It's an almost truth reality. Just 100 trillion fucking almost truths and not one actual solidified truth. Yet we figured this one out, guys. The Earth is... the truth community is a never-ending search for something that doesn't fucking exist. And you could spend a lifetime in 10,000 different subjects. Each one could take you a whole lifetime. All this reality is a distraction to keep you away from the real truth, which is there is no truth. There is no one God. And if there is, he's hidden or absent or doesn't care. There is no... everything people say. Everything people say. If they say there's a keyboard on the desk, that might be true. If they say there's a God in the clouds, know that you're just dealing with somebody that's role-playing. They're RPing. They're being a good Christian. What does that mean? That means to take on this script. To be a good Christian, you got to do this and that, and you got to not sin, and you got to not have sex. So you're telling me I have to role-play pretty much. Like I have to take on the role of somebody that's not me? That's weird. I don't want to be an NPC. Why would you want me to become scripted exactly like you? Oh, you think you're saving my soul. You think you're on the true path. Yeah, but everybody says that. Everybody thinks they're on the true path. If I want to talk to a Muslim, he's going to say the same shit. If I want to talk to a Jew, he's going to say the same shit. Now, don't listen to that guy over there. I'm on the right path. So how do I know now? Because now I'm in this weird love triangle between Christian, Jewish, and Muslim. How do I choose? Because your dad had told you got the right one, you got the right one. It don't work that way, bub. So let's do something practical and see who's actually right. and the Muslim, the Jew, and the Christian all. No, let's not do anything practical, because then he's going to find out we're all telling a cartoon story, and we all know it's bullshit, but we've got to go out of our way to live in our delusion. So no, let's not do anything practical. Like, well, ask for the presence of God. Hey, God, you got 4 guys down here really confused about who's the real you. We really want to know who's the real you. Can you let us know? It's redundant. I kind of knew that was going to happen. But man, I feel confident doing it, don't I? And everybody watching this knows damn well why I feel confident doing it. Because ain't no boogeyman or invisible ghost man or God man going to show up and say shit. He's going to leave the 4 little dum-dums down there confused if there is a him. He don't give a fuck what you think. If there is a him, he don't give a fuck what you think. Because he'll sit by idle while all of y'all think some different shit. If he gave a fuck about what you thought, he'd come and tell you about it, wouldn't he? It appears to me that there either is no God, there's an absent God, or he just don't give a fuck. Well, that's kind of the same as an absent God. I guess if he didn't give a fuck, he'd be kind of absent. But every little meat monkey's going to tell you about their God. Every little meat monkey's going to tell you their little story. Every little meat monkey's got a pretty little land in their head. Every little meat monkey's got some soothing story to rub your spiritual pussy. Oh, I feel so much better now that you've told me this comforting story. Now I can, okay, I'll get through one more day of my hell sentence. Thank you for that little bit of hope you gave me. Guy in a robe, guy role-playing, guy in a funny building, guy wearing a funny hat, guy sitting in a funny tent smoking a pipe. Shit, at least that dude's getting high. At least he's doing something constructive. At least the Indians kind of got it right. American Indians. Look, everybody's going to tell you some shit. That little Indian dude's going to tell you about his wolf mother and the fucking feathers in his hair, and then the Christian dude's going to tell you about Jesus and the devil and bad and evil and that his God died for your sins. That his God sacrificed himself so that we could all be sinful pieces of shit, meat, monkey, trash, garbage entities. The other one's going to tell you, no, that motherfucker's bullshit. That guy wasn't a god. He got crucified. He was a fucking weirdo. He was just saying shit. And he was Jewish anyways. So even if he was God, he was Jewish. So we got it right. We got it right. You see, our little hats, poof, we got it right. Fuck you guys, your RP story and your little hats, and fuck those other guys and their RP story and their little book, and fuck those other guys and their RP story and their little tent. Don't nobody know what the fuck's going on in this bitch ass reality. Bunch of bitch ass, fucking weirdo, mental, living in cartoon role-playing characters, playing roles. And that's all it is. It literally, that's why I say, once you become conscious or wake up, what you would think is the delusional people aren't the delusional people. All of them are delusional people. Like almost every single person in reality is a delusional person. They live in some sort of weird cartoon story at some point in their life. They may not do it 24 hours a day, but they do it. It's bizarre. Why are y'all motherfuckers role playing? Why are you motherfuckers role playing, bro? For real, like, what's wrong with you guys? Did you guys play Tea Party with your sister in your developmental ages? Why are you guys role playing? Why are full-grown men stuck in a good or naughty mind state? Was I a good boy? Was I a bad boy? Oh, God's gonna punish me. Because in their developmental stages, their parents obsessed them with the difference between that's good, that's bad. They were constantly being judged by another creature in their developmental, so they developed that, and they stay that way. It works that way. I'm telling y'all, I've been looking at this shit my whole life. Oh, I guess there is a reason that I was obsessed with all these subjects and stuff. Well, it doesn't matter. It's all scripted anyways. I was going to be Christopher Sedaris before I was ever Christopher Sedaris. My behavior was made up by my environment, by my upbringing. And again, you could have 95 examples of abusive children that became abusive parents, but there's still going to be that 5% that were abused that had, two, three, four, five kids and never hit their kids. There's going to be good people that were raised bad. There are examples, but they're small examples, and the percentile is usually very small for these unique types of individuals. Usually humans are created by their environment. And you could say somebody that finds motivation that came out of a type of environment that lacked motivation may have had an experience in that poor state that motivated them to never be poor and motivate. But again, they were created by their environment. It took that thing to motivate them to change, but they don't change. They continue playing their role. That's a good way to say it. They continue playing their role. We all have sort of scripted characters. So this reality is a life simulator. I jumped into a dude named Christopher Sedaris's body from my experience. I'm not a fan of the reality. The experience ain't that bad. Like, I kind of like the personality of Christopher Sedaris. Like, I think he's a good dude. I kind of like the guy. But I'm not a fan of what he was subjected to, and I'm not a fan of the reality that all souls are subjected to. It's like, I don't know why I plugged into this experience. I don't know if I'm just a generated creature of the experience. Like, what I'm calling an experience and myself as if they're two things separated may be delusion in my own mind. It's just because I don't identify with this bizarre realm doesn't mean I am of it. I may be of the Matrix. Like, I may be a randomly generated character in its play, its simulation, its whatever. There may be no say-so. There wasn't in this current existence. I didn't get to choose to come here. I know some people say that. No, I have my memories. But I don't know. Again, are we role playing again? Prove it to me. How can I experience what you're saying? Oh, you have to meditate. You got to go through. You got to jump through all these hoops. You got to jump through all these hoops to still just maybe find out you never found out what they were telling you. So what, are you going to spend a year meditating to go, well, that person was talking shit. I could have just assumed they were delusional like the rest of these delusional fucking retards out here saying random shit. But yeah, anyways, how you guys doing? The day after Christmas, the fuckboy pagan holiday of lighting up a tree. Lighting up a tree. Man, that seems like the holiday of the fucking bad guys in the movie Avatar. Why are they lighting up a tree and celebrating a lit up tree? That's weird. I never, outside of Christmas, I never seen trees light up unless they were on fire. Why are we putting a bunch of decorations and lights and balls and stuff on a tree? Again, it's like cult-like behaviors that we were all born into. Like, none of us created none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, we didn't create this little weird religions or holidays or blah, blah. We get plugged into this stupid ass simulation where it's just already all pre-generated and it's all stupid. It's all stupid and yes, sir. Yes, sir. So reality's stupid to me. It doesn't make sense. There's no meaning in life. I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. There's all a bunch of flowery folks that are going to rebuttal me and say, no, meaning's what you create. Shut the fuck up. Just be a fucking man and shut the fuck up and tell the real truth. Stop flowering up your fucking vagina so that you can feel good in your little falsely created mental comfort zone. Like, seriously, dude. Like, fucking what the fuck's going on with all you people? You guys ain't got a sensical brain left? Does everybody just want to lose their minds and live in cartoons? Fuck it, let's all just go crazy. Yeah. Oh, in my reality, I'm fucking, I'm Nightcrawler. I'll teleport over to you guys and, we'll hang out. Shit's stupid. Bunch of fucking role players playing stupid roles. Everybody's got their own stupid little fucking opinion, and it's just that every time. I agree with them sometimes. I agree with little stupid opinions sometimes. Oh no, guys, it is all love and light. It's all love and light. Isn't it all love and light, mate? Isn't that what you see, mate? Just love and light out there? No. No! Where the fuck are you hanging out? Love and light, motherfucker. I mean, I see some light. What? Love. Oh, I can pet my dog and my dog's wagging her tail and she loves me and I love her. Okay. This reality is not all love and light. There's little tiny moments of such things, but it's not all love and light. It's all hell and misery and chaos and conflict and war and stagnation. Blah 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 blah. Repeat myself. Same shit, different toilet. Give me one sec, guys. Yeah, guys. Well, I always talk about I mentioned a few times in the last few videos how these Windows background pictures are interesting. Like the one I'm looking at right now is those old melted buildings where you see like all the doors and windows carved out of this melted mountain pretty much. Like, bro, if somebody lived there, they weren't human. They were able to scale walls and shit. Assuming that all this, ladders, stairs, and fucking other shit just got melted away. All I see are door fronts, like halfway up a mountain, all the way up to the top of the mountain, like door fronts. Like, what the hell? Who lived up there? How'd they get there? Anyways, a lot of weird shit too. Like you'll see like footprints going up the wall. And I don't know, were they climbing the wall? Were these holes dug out so they could climb the walls? Like what's actually going on there? But anyway, it's just the whole reality is a mystery. The whole reality is a never-ending puzzle that you can never figure out. It's like a Pandora's box that never opens. You just get stuck in it. Just endless whirlwinds of information that lead nowhere. They just throw you for a fucking loop. Wizard of Oz type shit. Take you and throw you in. You want to get down this rabbit hole? It's going to take you and throw you in this whole new dimension where there's Oompa Loompas and fucking witches and blah, blah, blah. Oh, you want to go down this rabbit hole? It's going to throw you into a new dimension where there's fucking lizard people in control and they're evil and there's little stealth drones flying around. And you want to go down this rabbit hole? And there's an endless amount of different rabbit holes. All of them distract endlessly. The reality seems like it's stuck in a weird stagnant time loop or something. Like when they reached into another dimension, it like paused ours into a stagnant state or something. I mean, I don't know what the hell is going on. I say reality doesn't make sense. And I'm sick of it not making sense. And I'm sick of trying to figure it all out. I guess I'm not completely sick of it. I'm sitting here trying to figure it out in the present moment, but it's getting old. It's like, ugh, fuck, I don't care. I mean, I really do wish I knew what was going on here, but it's just like, I've kind of run out of all stops. I don't know where to go next. I don't know where to go next. Should I go no fap, guys? Will that solve this issue? Should I quit drinking coffee and start meditating more often again? Would that solve this issue? Should I? And the list of little copes goes on and on forever. The list of little copes that people use to deal with their observably unfortunate situation goes on forever. The list of solutions is bare bone motherfucking empty, baby. No, don't ejaculate. No, don't eat unhealthy food. No, don't. I'm going to sleep over here, guys. You guys got any other stupid ass fucking opinions out there to solve this issue that's unsolvable? Does anybody else got any stupid ass waste of my fucking time opinions out there to solve this unsolvable issue? Yes, sir. Just another fucking day in Retardo world. Retardo whirlwind of the mind world. Make no sense ever world. Never find a fucking truth ever world. This reality's a piece of dog shit. Well, what do we know for sure, though? What do we know for sure that's not a cartoon story? Well, if I start talking about all that stuff, this video is going to get super dark and depressing and miserable. Do I need to remind everybody that we're all mortal? Do I need to remind everybody that we all die in a fucking weird, gruesome way? Do I need to remind everybody what we have to do every day to just keep living on the gruesome shit we've got to do to keep living on so we can die at the end of the day anyway. It's just like, if I get into that, then the whole vibe changes. It's going to get nasty and negative. Like, I'm sick. That's another thing too. I'm just sick of being negative. And every time I upload a truth video, I have to talk about nastiness. I'm just like, man, fuck this shit. Fuck this shit. And all I have is a bunch of retards to agree with me or disagree with me. That's it. That's all we have. All we have in this reality, guys, is each other. That's it. Even your family members, in some cases, are probably less like you than I am. All we have, the people that think this kind of way or that are even willing to ponder these thoughts, the only thing we have is each other. That's it. That's the best I could sell you guys, is like something good. We have each other, I guess. I guess it's good to know. That's not good to know. Like, on a deeper level, it's actually sad that there's other souls suffering this prison sentence, but I guess it is relieving to know. I don't know why the meat monkey's built that way, but it is. It's relieving to know I'm not the only one suffering this bizarre reality, this bizarre existence. But it is that, a bizarre existence. Nothing really matters. There is no meaning. Cold, dog-eat-dog world. Your best friend is the one that has the most potential to become your worst enemy. People flip. People are erratic. People's opinions change day to day, including my own. People aren't predictable and are predictable at the same time. Isn't it weird the way that works? People people are all we got, and most of them are nasty people. And we could get into all the reasons why. Oh, they destroyed the nuclear family. They destroyed morals. They didn't. We did. If we were all proper and kind and sweet, and they introduced this new hip-hop video with these hoes acting like hoes, twerking butt naked and blah, 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 and we had the consciousness level to go, oh my God, and just press the power button and turn it off, it wouldn't affect us anyways. Like, the demons can only propose filth. We have to choose to participate. So it is our fault at the end of the day. And you can say, well, Chris, it's not fair. The demons have an advantage. This may all be scripted. People may be dealing with a mind virus, so it's got an upper hand. Not really. It's still got the upper hand because, well, it does have the upper hand in a weird way, in a deceptive kind of way. Like, if people aren't aware of it, it's got the upper hand. But once you're aware of it, no, you're the final decision maker. It could say whatever it could introduce any thought it wants into your mind. It's still your decision to entertain it or not. It's your decision to take it serious or not. And yes, the mind virus is power, and yes, the mind virus can even manipulate what you believe in some cases. So I say question everything twice. So I say talk back to yourself. It's oh no, that's crazy. We all do it in our own heads, but if we stop and actually do it, it's crazy. So I guess we're all fucking crazy then, because we all do it in our own heads. Or I mean, there's some folks that say they have no like internal dialogue or whatever, but whatever. They definitely do. Well, meanwhile, the girl that's sitting there saying, I have no internal dialogue, is sitting there with a completely normal matching outfit. If you had no internal dialogue, you wouldn't have been able to say to yourself, without your mouth moving, does this shirt match these pants? You'd have put on a pink shirt, you'd have put on a yellow pants, you'd have put on a green shoes, and you'd have grabbed a fucking beige purse. Your shit wouldn't have matched because you'd have had no internal dialogue to go, well, that shit don't make no sense. I'm not going to wear that shit with that. Like, what do you mean you don't got no internal dialogue? Of course, everybody's got internal dialogue. And if they don't, what the fuck does that mean? How do you live your life with zero internal dialogue unless you were talking out loud to solve issues? If you're walking up to the door, do you not have a voice inside that goes, that's the doorknob, that's the lock, there's the deadbolt? Like, do you grab the deadbolt to open the door because you didn't have the internal dialogue to make your decision before you got to the point where you could reach something? Do you see what I'm saying? They must have internal dialogue, or they'd be a mumbling retard not making sense. I decided to join this reality, guys. Fuck all this conscious talk. I decided to go and put on lipstick and wear a wig, and I'm going to change my name to Christina, and I'm going to go take steroids and fucking get like super jacked, and I'm going to walk around in a tank top and demand motherfuckers to call me ma'am. I'm going to take steroids so my voice get real deep. But you better call me ma'am, boy. I'll fit right into Earth reality, yeah. Just another delusional fucking retard. This reality is sad. What happens to humans is sad. What humans even are is sad. It's a bizarre reality. Unfortunate. This sucks. Oh well, sorry guys, we're all in hell. What do we do now? I don't know. Just bitch about it. Deal with the undealable enemy, the untouchable enemy that exists at a distance, but always sprays and poisons and chemicals and injects and murders and destroys us. And we're in a reality where 600,000 people go missing every fucking year. Like, bro, how does that many people go missing every year? I understand there's actual creeps in reality, but it takes a certain type of special creep to go and like buy a human or buy like some trafficked organ or something. Like, sure, there's plenty of child sniffers, but not all of them give into their creepiness. Sure, there's plenty of what other example can I use? Yeah, hold on, guys. There was a point that I had to make, and I lost my fucking train of thought with that. What was the point that I had to make? One sec, guys. I gotta watch that back. That's the point that I want to make, guys. Somebody may have an urge. That's one level. I may be walking through a supermarket and see a guy set his wallet down and see a stack of cash that thick in it, and maybe have an urge to want to grab that motherfucker and run off with it. So that's level one, to have an urge. Level two is to engage with the urge. Not many people will do something like that. Sure, there's plenty of wallet thieves, but not many people, the number of people willing to do that shrinkens. Do you understand what I'm saying? It shrinkens. There's less people willing to take the step to stage 2, and then to stage 3 or 4, it shrinks. So if I'm a creep that wants to buy a human, let's say a trafficked child, first off, I've got to be the creep. Then I've got to go to stage 2, and I've got to be actually willing to do such a thing. Then I've got to go to stage 3 and actually engage with people that are involved in such things. And I've got to be secretive about it. I've got to hope that the FBI aren't watching me and blah, blah, blah. Like, you've got to go through 10 steps before you're a creep buying another trafficked human, right? Yet, hundreds and thousands of people go missing. I don't think that there are that many stage 10 level creeps in this reality that 600 or whatever the numbers are, I don't know, 6 to 800,000 people just up and go missing every year. I don't think we have that many level 10 creeps in the realm. Like, what are they doing with all these people? Where are they going? Are there really that many motherfuckers that need new livers and hearts and kidneys? Like, godly. I don't know that many sick people. Like, I know people with health issues, but goddamn, not every single one of them needs an organ where 600,000 dead motherfuckers go missing every year. Do you understand? Like, these numbers are bizarre. It's like, whoa, dude, that's a sea of people as far as you can see in all directions. You would have to walk a mile before you got out of the crowd of people. Do you realize how many individuals that is? How does that many people go missing every year? How is that possible? Or maybe I'm getting the number. Maybe it's 60,000. And maybe it's 600,000 suicide every year. But even those numbers, it just doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The numbers don't make sense. There aren't that many, I'm going to go buy a human creeps in this reality for that many people to just go missing every fucking year. What's going on? Are they like feeding? Is it some cabin in the woods type giant demon sitting in a fucking pit somewhere and they just push like, what do they call it? Like tractors pushing up like in hundreds of bodies of humans screaming into this pit and this giant god demon just consuming? Like, how are they getting rid of that many people every year? Like, what are they doing with them? Well, anyway, this reality is bizarre. Nothing makes sense. Nothing adds up. We're in a very bizarre reality. The best, safest, happiest place you could be is in pure ignorance. if you step into actual reality, it's always dark and evil. So I have two pills. Both of them suck. This one's going to lead you to happiness and ignorance and just, your life will be green. You'll have a cartoon character in your mind to resort to when it gets a little tough to do your prison sentence, and you have an invisible character you could pray to, blah blah. But you'll be happier. And then the other fuck you pill, it's going to lead you to the truth. Anything a logical human being should be ready and willing to do, to walk towards the truth, to drop your comfort zones, to drop all your, and walk towards the truth. But it's still a fuck you pill. It sounds like a righteous path, but at the end of this path is Satan waiting there with a smirk and a heart on, ready to fucking rape you. Like, the path of truth leads you into hell. It leads you into a realm where, again, the truth doesn't set you free; it enslaves you. It makes you a prisoner in a matrix system where you're being poisoned and uh, genetically modified, and there's more Gellan's fibers crawling through your guts and your skin, and that's why your skin's crawling. And it's a hell realm. It's a hell realm. There's nothing good about it. And if your best rebuttal to that is, well, Chris, it's because it's hell that makes it so beautiful when somebody is kind and loving. I'd rather a bunch of souls not be thrown into a hell realm. That way, there would be much more kind and loving souls. Instead of throwing a bunch of people into a depressing misery pit where a chunk of them are blowing their own brains out every year. But it's okay, because I had this moment where I loved somebody so kindly in the hell pit. Please take your low level, non thinking script down the road. Kick rocks. Get away from me with delusions. Leave me. But anyways, it's another day in delusional fucking retardo realm. Bizarro world, fucking Dookie Boy land. Bizarro world, Dookie Boy land, baby. It's another day. Give me one sec, guys. We got that 38% sticky icky over there, boys. It's not bad. Not bad at all. But it's just another cope, my loves. What do you guys want to do in this fucking shithole reality? What do you guys want to do? And if you can answer that, go do that. And don't give a fuck what anybody thinks or says about it. Do what you want to do. And don't give a fuck what, I don't care if it's your mama. Don't give a fuck what your mama's got. Fuck your mom, what she's got to say about you. Or anybody else that might judge you. Who the fuck is anybody to judge you anyways? You got people out there that think they're in a position to judge people. Like, bro, you're a clown. I'm always going to disagree with what I'm going to disagree with. If a guy shows up, no matter how non-homophobic I am, if a dude shows up with a pink dick-shaped balloon, assless chaps, and a fucking purple cowboy hat with jingle bells in it, I'm going to look at that dude some type of way, to be honest with you. And it's not going to be a great opinion of him off the bat. Oh, you must hate gays. Like, no, I hate weird, creepy shit. I don't give a fuck about gay. Like, how could somebody hate a gay guy? Like, seriously, how could somebody be a gay hater? I would love to talk to a homophobe or whatever, a gay hater. Like, I would just like ask them the most basic questions, because again, it's such a big topic in reality, but nobody actually even talks about it. They don't even talk about the ABC 1, 2, 3 aspects of it. They don't just sit down with a homophobe or a gay hater and say, well, what is it that you hate about this dude? If they sat me down, I would tell them exactly. I would say, there's no need for the assless chaps. There's kids here, bro. There's no need for a pink fucking dildo balloon or whatever I said, or the jingly hats, whatever. That's sort of just an attention getter. But so like, there's no need for all that. There's no need for that. Why does you being gay go hand in hand with you being a creep and acting weird and bizarre? You can't just be gay and act normally. And then who am I to say what is acting normally and who's acting? Maybe that is the most genuine version of this guy, to be some flowery ass fucking cowboy or whatever you want to call it. Oh god! And then, in a weird way, I could argue I actually kind of respect that motherfucker because he's living in his truth, right? Like there's that argument too. Like if he conforms to the way I look, he should be. Then I'm asking him to run a script that's not him. Okay, so the truth is, I may judge somebody, but the truth is, you can't really judge somebody. Like, how could you really hate a gay dude for being gay? Like, what do you hate? Oh, he has sex with that guy over there. And how does it affect you? What does it matter? If he had sex with that dog over there, I would think it was creepy. But I mean, I wouldn't care. I mean, I would be calling animal control or the cops or something. But I'll call animal control instead of the cops. Be like, yo, this dude's out here fucking his dog, bro. They'd be like, sir, is the dog biting him? I'd be like, no, I don't know what's happening. I'm sorry, man. Anyways, bro, I'm talking shit. But so the truth is, I don't even understand how you could judge somebody or take somebody else's lifestyle choices serious. It doesn't matter to you. It doesn't affect your life. The only way another dude's sexuality, like say you're a homophobe guy, and the only way another guy's sexuality would affect your reality is if he was asking you out on a date. I mean, that's the only thing that would bother me. I mean, that wouldn't bother me, except like, nah, bro, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's over. Was he gonna like beat me up? You know what I'm saying? Like, what is a gay guy gonna do to you? Why would somebody have a homophobe? I don't understand that. I do understand though that it creates conflict, hatred, nastiness, arguments, fighting, conflict. That's all it does. Why would men hate women? I could give you a list of fucking reasons why men would hate a woman. I really could. But the truth is, we all came from a woman. The truth is, there are some women that are so fucking amazing. The truth is, there are some women that are incredible, beautiful, amazing, strong, powerful. There are some women that endure being a single parent mom and raise 4 or 5 boys. There are some women that there is a list on the other side too. But why is it actually created? The hatred and arguments, men going their own way, women being dumb bitches and hoes. Conflict. It's all humans do. Conflict, war, chaos. Ugh. Look, the humans are being dumb again. There's no reason to hate women because there's a lot of entities in the realm that have a vagina attached to them that you shouldn't be hating, that are wonderful women. But when you say woman, you're throwing them all in the same box. Like, you know, well, why is, and this list goes on forever and ever. It all just creates conflict, arguments, the difference between straights and gays, the difference between man and woman, the difference between liberals and conservatives, the difference between my team and your team. It's like, that's all reality is. There's no love and unity. It's my fighter versus your fighter, my team versus your team, my belief versus your belief, my way of living versus your way of living. It's just, shut the fuck up. Ain't not one of you motherfuckers living the exact right way, so shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Shut your fucking stupid mouth. There ain't one human ever in existence that ever existed that was observable, not one in a cartoon book. There ain't not one human that ever existed that lived the perfect right way, so shut the fuck up. And if there is one perfect right way to live, none of who knows about it? Who knows about it? Who's the one that's going to tell us about it? Because that's that motherfucker's opinion. But man, we love getting involved, don't we? Again, the reality can offer up the conflict or the things to get conflicted about, but it takes us to participate. Oh, you better hate them white folks. Oh, you better hate them blacks. They're dangerous. They're criminals. Oh, them white people all hate you and they're all slave owners. Man, I'm sick of this stupid. Man, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Take your fucking internal goddamn never-ending hatred to your next fucking life and die with it. Shut the fuck up. Conflict creation machine. Fuck you. Fuck the human spirit and all its war and conflict. Fucking demons. Unevolved, low-level meat monkeys. Shut the fuck up. You do not have the right opinion. You do not live perfect. You ain't nothing. Just another fucking meat monkey subjected to a goddamn suffering realm, just like me, just like the rest of us. I hate the conflict in humanity. I hate the separated, segregated, me and my group, you and your, man, you're all just fucking pathetic. You're all just click-minded little fucking stuck in high school fucking retards. All your division and nastiness, fuck you all, burn in hell. Burn in hell. Ain't not a fucking loving bone in anybody's body. Like, you have to go out of your way to find loving people, and they're like rare gems in the reality. If you find one, you better grab onto it and fucking hold on to it. Unbelievable, this reality. What a shit fest. A fucking low-level consciousnesses that can't think clearly. It's a fuck fest of low-level consciousnesses that can't think clearly, that live in delusion, that just act bizarre, that act erratic, that act strange. Is this shit natural? Is this a technology? Are they frying our brains? Are we all like literally going retarded? Like, what's happening in humanity? What the fuck is happening in humanity that makes sense to anybody out there? Bro, I can't even go and buy a box of cereal, bring it home and have a bowl of it, look at the ingredients, and that makes sense to me. That does not make sense to me. Can anybody in this reality make sense to me? I can't drink too much mainstream coffee, you could say, like a Folgers or whatever, because of the pesticide spray. It literally like feels like it starts melting my guts. I can't even have a glass of coffee, and it makes sense to me of what's happening. With our level of technology, our current modern day technology, you guys still have to spray so much pesticides into the fucking fruits that you could squeeze the juice out of the strawberries and use the strawberry juice as next year's pesticide? That doesn't make sense to me. You guys can't create just a fucking cheap fiberglass fucking dome. Some insulated fucking dome with one little fucking AI robot laser to shoot a bug if it does get in there. You can have one step in room, contamination room, and go into the fruits and vegetables where they're growing. You literally got to spray it with so much poison that people get sick when they eat it or drink it. That doesn't make sense to me. That's the opposite of nutrition. We're eating so that our bodies stay nutritious to keep us healthy enough till our next meal. We're not eating to kill ourselves. But in this current reality, you are, if you know what you're eating and what's put into it and where it comes from. That doesn't, just nothing in the reality makes sense to me. This reality does not make sense. It's a sort of bizarre Twilight Zone dream-like type reality that morphs and changes and alters at its whim, just when it wants to. We're subjected to it. We have no say-so. Our current existence is a low-level, nasty one. We suffer for no reason. It's unnecessary. I don't know what else to say, guys. I could keep making a thousand videos. You know, I could upload another hour tomorrow and an hour the next day and another hour saying the same shit again, saying the same shit again, saying the same shit again. I can't change this reality. I can't change this reality because everybody's outcome is dictated by their beginning. And I can't control how everybody in the reality is raised. Therefore, I will never have such an effect on the consciousness of humanity to affect positive change in the realm. It's a waste of time to a degree. Once you're conscious of these things, I guess it is cool to have somebody talk to you about it, to vent about it from my perspective, to relate to somebody from your guys' perspective. I know, I get all that. But really, I am beating a dead horse. This motherfucker's been dead since Wilbur died, the original Wilbur, too. That fucking, you guys remember that dude, the Wilbur? He would talk, the horse. They would put, I guess, peanut butter in his mouth, and he'd fucking, and then they would just put words in his mouth. This horse been dead since that dude died. That dude was in black and white, I'm pretty sure, that fucking horse. But just, yeah, beating a dead horse here, guys. Don't know what to say else. We're in hell. I don't know how to get out. I hope that we can get out when we die. so, so I'm gonna be I'm gonna be smoking that opium joint from now until death. And I'll get out of here when I finally die. So hopefully I'm right with that. Because I'm gonna be dead a long time, and I could be wrong about it. I may not even have what I think is a soul. I may just end when I die, but I'll smoke that opium joint to get me by. It'll soothe my pussy enough, and I'll do that. And I hope these videos bring you guys some sort of relief, some sort of pleasure, some sort of something to get you by every day to help you cope. Because I've lost interest in most things. Doing the YouTube videos or seeking truth is all that interests me anymore. It's the only little bit, and even that, I'm losing interest in it. Kind of just not so much losing interest, just so much more like coming to terms with the fact that what I'm seeking doesn't exist is a better way to say it. But anyways, let's fuel this entity with something that makes it seek something that doesn't exist. One sec, guys. But yeah, that's a great idea. Plant a sort of, I don't know, soul seed, spiritual seed, physical seed, mind seed into an entity to make it obsessed with seeking this thing. We'll call it truth. He seeks the truth. It's just ingrained in him. And then we're going to throw him on this fucking hamster wheel forever. And he's just going to fucking chase the truth and it doesn't even exist. It's like for real, bro. Like the architect, thanks, dude. You literally planted a seed in me to seek something that doesn't exist. Why would you do that? Why would you put me in a realm and plant this motivation, this, I don't know what to call it, this need to know the truth in me, and then throw me in a realm where there's no truth? And there's 100,000 almost truths that I could get lost in forever. Oh, you program this for me to be distracted forever. Good job. You did a good job, but I found you, motherfucker. I found you, though. Little architect boy, little script writer, little pretend god, little cube-owning little fuck boy. Whatever you are, I found you, boy. But anyways, well, I might as well wrap this one up now then, guys. I'll catch you guys on the next one.